This call is now being recorded.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. But this is what it says. That from the beginning, it's his mom's number. And then it says, I know, I heard there was a temporary custody hearing tomorrow. He messaged me that morning that he got arrested. I looked up what was it? The court docket things, and it actually shows like every charge you have and what time. It was like 10:50 something that you got arrested and got in their custody. Because I've been searching this shit, trying to figure out what the fuck like is going on, you know? What it could be, what's going fucking on. And the biggest thing is, like, Krishanna could have been building a case on you for the whole time.
Yeah, she was. Like, she was being fake the whole entire time, so.
Just to be able to get custody. Like, they started this all because now Austin is going to get free DNA tests proving that they are his kids.
Yeah, I told you this whole thing was a plot. It's like a...
Nobody knows that you are out of jail. Everyone thinks that you are still locked up with a fucking huge bond. Nobody knows about PR. Did you get a PR bond?
Yeah. I looked up my name. It's not even saying that I'm still in jail.
It won't, but how is Austin supposed to look that up? You think his mom's smart enough to look that up?
He knows the inmate locator. Easy to Google.
He has. Right now, this is what he says. Okay. Do you want me to start reading, or what do you want me to do?
Yes, keep reading.
Okay, it says, I heard they are in temporary custody. Tomorrow they have, at 8:15, I am going to call my mom. Her name is blah blah. If she does not pick up the phone, text her and tell her to call you back.
What does he want to call his mom about?
Huh?
What does he want you to call his mom about?
Because I fucking was wondering what the fuck you were in jail. This is before you called me. My question was, well, I don't know what's going on with Vicki or anything like this or anything to do with the kids, but I need you to have your mom call me or give me her number. Because I was going to call and talk to her and just be like, and try to get the fucking story with her on what she knows. Why you got arrested.
And then she would have gassed you up and said some bullshit.
She would have told me the fucking truth.
No, this is not. Would not tell me the truth.
But then
if she would have told him the truth, she would have said, "We've been planning on doing this to Vicki for months now, ever since she got back here, ever since last year, right before she had Artemis."
My brother's name is John, and his number is, I don't know, he just gave me his brother's number too. And he says, tell them the same, and text him if,
tell him the same thing that you told him? Yes. What did you tell him?
Like, I said, I go over there and I help her clean her house. Huh?
You need to, like, if you're on my side, you can't be...
I was just telling him I go over there and I help you clean the house. It's not anything. Like, you're by yourself. I tell him I go over there and I help you with everything. That's what I said.
Yeah, then he's going to use that. He's going to get this because he's a narcissist, Chelsea. Anything that you say, he's going to... You give him, like, one sentence of information, he's going to write a whole paragraph of bullshit that he made up in his mind about it.
But do you understand that I never gave him anything, and everything that I said, I talked about how good of a mother you are to Artemis and Apollo, and then I wrote how fucking wonderful Artemis was, and he never even fucking acknowledged the fact I said anything about Artemis. He was just talking about Apollo. Yeah, I literally said how good of a mother you are, and that I've been over there helping you.
You know the last time he saw Apollo on that day, that he took Apollo to go say bye to his dad at the airport, and because Apollo was crying on the way back, he brought Apollo upstairs, and I was pregnant, right, like 9 months pregnant. He brought Apollo upstairs and threw Apollo on my stomach. He's like, I'm done with him. Like, he was fucking crying. He doesn't even care about Apollo.
I've been his friend for a very, very, very fucking long time. You know that. Because, Krishanna, everyone thinks that you are locked up right now. Everyone thinks that you have no idea about this fucking case. Or this fucking temporary custody. I feel like they call the cops about the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be able to get Austin for custody. And, like, honestly...
Well, he's banking on you giving them information, like...
No, they're not, because I didn't give him any information. I say, what he messaged me, the first thing he messaged me was, look out for Apollo. Well, I didn't know whose fucking face this was, that I was like, who is this? And I said, don't worry, I take care of my baby. You know? Because that's my nephew, that's my baby too. Like, and he's like, this is his dad, this is his dad. I was just saying that because I saw a video that was alarming and blah, blah, blah.
Because the videos of him abusing me for 35 minutes straight aren't alarming.
I know, but you're not listening. I'm trying to tell you what the fuck he said. Listen. That is what he told me. He saw some videos that was alarming. He's saying, I was just worried about my boy. And I said, well, you don't have to worry. I said, Vicki is an amazing mother and doing an amazing job. I go over there and I help her clean the house and help her with the kids. That's basically all the information I gave him, besides when I was like, Apollo is doing amazing. He is a smart, crazy, wild kid, but he's a good kid. Vicki's doing a good job. And then I said, Artemis is getting so big and beautiful. I said, she looked like you at first, but now she looks identical to her mother, is what I told him. And he never acknowledged one thing. The only thing he says was thank you, basically for being there,
for Apollo.
But thank you for being an amazing person. Everything will work. It's self out. I'll call you. They have my number because he asked for my number. I'll call you sooner than later. I am going to write down your number. If you need anything, hit me up.
What do you mean you need anything?
I don't fucking know. He's a narcissist. He's trying to get close to me because he thinks we're still fucking friends. But he doesn't realize that he has goddamn guts. And right now I have the opportunity to get fucking juiced. Because he's going to tell me everything. Because he thinks, in his head, he will think that I'm still his best friend. You don't realize this, Vicki. He probably doesn't even realize.
No, I know. No, he thinks that you're, like, not realizing that. He thinks that you're not realizing that. But I'm glad that you said that because I realized that. I was hoping that you're realizing it. And, you know, like,
you understand that I've been talking shit. I've been, like, Katie knows. I'm literally talking to Austin to see how fucking much I can find out about it.
Yeah, you should show Katie that
his mom's
video
number
I just sent you.
and his brother's number. So I call his brother right now and I'm saying I'm Austin's friend. I'm worried about the kids and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. He's probably going to tell me the whole fucking story on what's going on and what fucking Brittany said. No, we came up with like 12 different conclusions on what could have happened. They could have filed a restriction. They could have called the cops, told them about this video. Filed a restriction, and as soon as the kids are like you're locked up, like just because they are Austin's family, they get temporary custody. Because they're the ones that filed it. Because they are the ones that filed it. The only way that could happen. The only way that could happen is if his mom. And if his mom filed for intervener status, that's grandparents' right. So the kids will go to then temporary placement is what we talked about at first. She's never seen anything like no CPS case starts with temporary like what is that emergency? Yeah, temporary emergency custody. It's usually not CPS. If it's CPS, it'd be the first one to be listed as shelter hearing.
Somebody's at my door. And
who's at your door? Who's at your house?
Who's it?
Vicki. Vicki. Vicki.